Thousands welcomed the Queen's Baton relay to host City Birmingham on the eve of the Commonwealth Games. A huge celebration with dance, music and performances accompanied the arrival of the ceremonial rod. The baton has been taken on an epic journey across 72 Commonwealth nations and territories during the lead-up to the Games. Take a look.
Thousands of cheering people welcomed the Queen's Baton relay to host City Birmingham on the eve of the Commonwealth Games. The Commonwealth Games is a multi-sport Olympic-style event made up of mostly former British colonies. The Games are said to be the largest sport event in the UK since the 2012 Olympics. A huge celebration with dance, music and performance accompanied the arrival of the ceremonial rod. The baton has been taken on an epic journey across 72 Commonwealth nations and territories during the lead-up to the Games. Among the baton bearers were Birmingham-born comedian Sir Lenny Henry, who carried the torch into City's Victoria Square. Ahead of the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony, Britain's Prince Charles met the organisers, performers and members of the public in Birmingham. Indian women's cricket team held an optional net session on the eve of the opening Group A match against Australia at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
I think it will be a great for both batter and bowlers, and I think now it's just time to other than thinking about what is going to happen on the pitch, if we just look at the ball and execute ourselves in the better way, that those things are going to help us. And if I talk about our team combination and all, I think still we have a balanced side, and I know we need to just shuffle our batting order and bowling positions here and there, and then we can make a great combination, and we are working on it.
On the eve of India vs Australia match at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, Team India captain Harmanpreet Kaur claimed that her team was working on a ruthless approach to counter the world champions Australia. The stage is set for the first event of the Commonwealth Games 2022. Team India will be squaring off against world champions Australia in the Baton Stadium in Birmingham today. Agency Report, Republic TV.
A Moscow court on Thursday fined the owners of social media services Spotify and Tinder for their alleged refusal to put Russian users' data in servers physically on Russian soil. The court considered a complaint by Russia's state communications regulator, Roskomnadzor, that demanded fines were imposed on the social media services. Here's a report.
In a big showdown over technology, massive fines were imposed by the Moscow court. The Russian courts have fined the owners of social media services, Spotify, Tinder and WhatsApp for the refusal to put Russian users' data in the servers manually on the Russian soil.
Судебном участке номер 422 Таганского района города Москвы Хромеев, рассмотрев дело 5-13-48-22 административное порушение предусмотрено частью 8 статьи 13.1 СК РФ в отношении матч-группы ЛСИ, зарегистрирован в соответствии с законодательством Соединенных Штатов Америки, офис которого находится по адресу North Central Expressway Suite, Даллас, Соединенные Штаты Америки, руководство статьями 29.9, 29.1 СК РФ, мировой судья постановил признать матч-группу.
The court considered a complaint by Russia's state communications regulator, Roskomnadzor, that demanded fines to be imposed on the social media services for violating the data storage norms.
Судья судебного участка номер 422 Таганского района города Москвы Хромеев, рассмотрев дело 5-13-43-22 административное порушение предусмотрено частью 8 статьи 13.1 Кодекса Российской Федерации административных порушений в отношении Spotify и зарегистрирован в соответствии с законодательством Швеции, с которого находится по адресу Регеринг Гатан 19-153 Стокгольм, Швеция, руководство статьями 29.9, 29.1 СК РФ, мировой судья постановил признать.
Match Group LLC, which owns the dating app Tinder, was fined $34,000, whereas music and podcast streaming service Spotify was fined about $8,000. The rulings come a day after owners of WhatsApp and Snapchat were also fined. The rulings come a day after owners of WhatsApp and Snapchat were fined. Russia has already banned various social media apps like Facebook and Instagram and even Twitter after the conflict in Ukraine began. The finding of more tech giants is seen as a tactic by Russia to exert greater control over data and information flows. Agency report, Republic TV.